Named after the first American ship to circumnavigate the globe, Space Shuttle Columbia, or OV-102, was the first space-capable shuttle. As the pioneer shuttle, Columbia had differences that the other shuttles didn't have, which she carried throughout her career. The most notable differences were on the outside of the shuttle. Columbia was the only one to have black chines on her wings. These were added given at the time, shuttle designers didn't know how re-entry would affect the upper wing areas. So, a high-temperature paint was applied over the white tiles to give Columbia its distinctive look, making it arguably the easiest shuttle to identify. Furthermore, Columbia had an infrared sensing pod installed on its vertical stabilizer after STS-9 to obtain infrared and thermal data. After its use was complete, NASA removed the equipment but kept the pod itself in place to save costs and to house future experiments. Additionally, Columbia was fitted with SR-71 Blackbird type ejection seats, which were later removed after STS-9 as well. Being the first also made Columbia the heaviest shuttle of the fleet, and therefore not as ideal for space station missions. So, she never ended up ever going to the Mir or International Space Station. But her internal airlock being retained did make her useful on STS-109 for Hubble servicing and on the ill-fated STS-107 mission for the Spacehab module. And speaking of STS-107, Columbia did have one other unique feature that this mission's fate would result in the use of. Columbia had an orbiter experiments box and data recorder on board. Used to record various aspects of the shuttle, the box was found miraculously intact in the search efforts after her loss and proved to be extremely useful in the investigation. In a way, Columbia's own uniqueness ended up being her way to help solve the mystery of her and her crew's demise from beyond the grave.